Jordan for coming.
I hope I have enough.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
That was good.
No, it's
Whoops.
There's a lot more people here this morning than there was first service.
Go over here, Jen.
It's okay.
Just want to share my testimony with you guys and a song as well. My testimony starts out. How many know that parents aren't perfect? All right. My testimony starts out with my parents. I grew up a very spoiled kid. I grew up to be arrogant because of it, because I learned that anything I asked for, I would get. And as it turned out, of course, I started becoming a troublemaker, just as all teenagers eventually do. And my dad didn't handle it very well. We didn't cope with it at all, and we stopped getting along at a very young age. And my mom, my loving mother, she would always stick up for me. She would always stick her neck out for me and take the punishment for me, which enabled me to do whatever I want because I knew that my mom was going to stick her neck out for me and take the punishment for me. And at the age of 15, that led me down a road to where I started doing drugs. I started drinking, started having sex. And what was supposed to be just something that was fun to do, that everybody does nowadays, it led me down a road of addiction. And of course, that didn't go over well with my dad either. And by the age of 18, my relationship with my father was destroyed. My mom, she continued to stick her neck out for me, but that started getting old for her. So the relationship between me and the family started crumbling. And I moved out the day after I turned 18, and I burned a lot of bridges with a lot of friends because I would move in with them and just bring my addiction into their home. And by the time I was 20 years old, I had been homeless twice. I had been arrested once already, and I was so lost, but I had pretended that I was okay. I pretended that being homeless on the beach during the summertime was something that I wanted. I pretended that being addicted was something that I wanted, and I just continued to lie to myself until I believed everything that I had told myself. And on March 18th, I was arrested for selling drugs to a minor. I had a lot of other charges trumped up and backing that up too. And I was in jail for 3 months. And as soon as I got into jail, I realized now that it was definitely the hand of God that put me in one of the most born-again religious blocks in jail. There's a bunch of guys that would reach out and tell me how God had changed their life, how they went through the same thing, but now they were different. You had a lot of preachers that would come and preach on the love of God and the relationship with Him and how to receive that. I had my family who, even though they were disappointed, automatically started reaching out to me and sending me books about God. And I realized that He enabled me just about every single day to accept His salvation, to accept Him as my Savior. And it took me a month and a half before I finally broke down and gave my life to Jesus. And, and it's been some journey. A month and a half after I received Him, I entered a program called Teen Challenge. How many of you have heard Teen Challenge?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's a great program. I've got 5 months left. By the grace of God, I continue to keep on trucking. And, man, he's so good. And there's a song that I want to sing for you guys. And it's basically my testimony in a song. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I got light up ahead and darkness behind. I was broken and lost, but told myself I was fine. My heart turned to stone, there was hate in my eyes. So I built up a wall, made of nothing but lies. I was blind to the truth and deaf in my ears. My God always called, but I couldn't hear. Outside I was brave, but inside there were fears. On the outside I smiled, but inside there were tears. I know I looked alive, but spiritually was a grave. I was free in my mind, but chemically was a slave. I locked up myself, I was trapped in a cage. And death over life was a decision I made. It's my life and I'm doing what he told me to do. Yeah. And I promised him to tell you all what I went through. Yeah, he's been telling me to show you all where I went wrong. And I'm doing that by giving you my life in a song. Yeah, this is my life in a song. A bank full of money was my biggest dream. To have beautiful girls, build up my self-esteem. To always be leaning on a cup of codeine. To party forever like the next Charlie Sheen. But my life in an hour was suddenly changed. From walking in freedom to locked up in chains. I looked to the sky as I cried out in pain. But the Lord gave me life when I called Jesus his name. It's my life and I'm doing what he told me to do. Yeah, and I promised him to tell you all what I went through. Yeah, he's been telling me to show you all what I went wrong. And I'm doing that by giving you my life in a song. Yeah, this is my life in a song. Darkest of dreams are broken and shattered. But now that I've changed, I swear none of that matters. The pages are turned, cause I'm on a new chapter. I was Satan's addict, but now I'm Jesus' rapper. Since I'm viewed through the blood as a powerful victor, turning back to my sin is something I don't consider. I thank God for the life from which I've been delivered. Now I boast in my past, cause my Savior is bigger. Yeah, I boast in my past, but I don't plan to relive it. Cause the girls and the drugs, they're so clear and so vivid. But now that I'm a disciple, that darkness has been lifted. Because I smiled, turned and walked out like a 180 pivot. Yeah, because of Jesus, I've been spiritually gifted. And because of that, I'm declared Satan resistant. I have help from my God, whose love has no limits, to keep me from a path that I don't ever want to revisit. Yeah, I look for his grace, and he paved the way for me. I look for his love, and he directed it towards me. He brushed up my dirt, and I've been clothed in his glory since I gave him my pen. He's rewritten my story. It's my life, and I'm doing what he told me to do. Yeah, and I promised him to tell you all what I went through. Yeah, he's been telling me to show you all where I went wrong. And I'm doing that by giving you my life in a song. Yeah. This is my life in a song.